Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me, Past Me, here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0 as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not even also the Jam Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too, anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Let's go ahead and jump in Hello Kitty Island Adventure today. Now, of course, we've been having some shorter visits overall. Whether or not it's combined with another day, that's another story for future me to worry about and to think about. But on top of that, I have not made a visitor cabin yet, to be fair. But, you know, there's still time. Yup. Absolutely. I could do it the most cheapest way possible. That is an option. Don't forget. Flower pot outfit. What do you have to say for yourself? Okay, it's for the Colorblaze. All right, well, that's fun. I see. So that was it. Okay, for the finale. So don't forget, hopefully you're able to get it. Again, you got 2 weeks for it. And then on top of that, 10 hours and counting down. So by next time, this should be up and running. And hopefully, again, actually running the way it's supposed to. Because also last time, I was thinking about it. And I was like, there was something with Happy Haven Days that just was messed up. And yes, so I hope that we can actually experience Happy Haven Days the way that it should have been. Hopefully they did fix it, that is, because it was kind of confusing. And let's be real, all the items were not obtainable in some ways. Curiouser, at least for the way that they showed it off. Veggie omelet, bro. No. How dare you do that? We'll be able to clean that up real nice. Like, hello. Nice leg. You startled me. I'm just chilling there, staring into the void. You know, I'm just gonna call him over this time. You can't stop me, Noel. I'm breaking my usual rhythm and beat. How horrible. But fine. To hear the finale parts, I assume he'll be here. And just like that, had time? That's lap 200, I did it. Impressive. You're making me tired. Pretty sure I've done more than 200 laps. Like a magical Hello Kitty she is. Yay, go Pachacoco. We knew you could do it. Wow, your outfits look amazing. Okay, tell me why for their outfits. They look like this. And then we have the other two from the other scene looking like exactly how the event looks like, which is an atrocity on one of them. because that's just not his fit. But what? Thanks, Tuxedo Sam made them for us. But it was a lot of work. It took the whole Colorblaze Carnival. Why? Just why? Why do they get the lame ones though? I mean, of course these match more of what's going on behind them, but I'm a little tilted. Oh, I get it now. Worth it. So that's what you were up to. All right, they were kind of being weirdly suspicious at the start. I'm sorry we couldn't run with you, Pochacoco. Don't be. Cheering on your friends is part of the Colorblaze Carnival too. I was able to run extra fast knowing you both were celebrating in your own ways. Oh, magical Mapu as well. And again, their outfits... No, I put him back, by the way, in his original one. So this will be interesting to see. Did I win? No, I think I crossed the line first. Pochacoco? Well, the Colorblaze Carnival isn't really about winning. It's about celebrating with friends. It's all about friends. Friends, friends, friends. Do you understand? It's about friends. Did you miss that? So as long as you have fun, you're a winner. Maybe we got a little carried away. Playing co-op is more fun anyway. Definitely, but I still won. Eh? I don't think so. Thank you for celebrating the Colorblaze Carnival with me, everyone. It's so much fun to do it with friends, like all of you. Is this a drinking game of water? Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like I painstakingly put him back in the outfit or anything. You know. Great. We'll worry about that when the time comes. In the meantime, of course, we have everything else to do, which is the chores, but at the same time, I'm kind of disenchanted a little bit with it. Like, it was fun while it lasted, but again, really, and I know it's just RNG, but really trying to, like, get the flowers to do their thing, and then having to tend to them, which I know is part of the game, that's the whole point. It just... I'm kind of taken out of it. I mean, I like these random chances, these, like ones over here. That was pretty fun. Of course, obviously, they're littered otherwise, but it at least gave me a little more hope. And of course, that one did get, that, so... Oh well, I mean, I guess I could still plant more and all, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I know I already said that I wasn't gonna go after the flowers, but that kind of, in the way, in the greenhouse, kind of sealed the deal for me about just... I'm just not about it. And also, it's part of me being lazy and not wanting to take out the flowers. To be fair, that is a fair assessment, because trying to like dig up the right ones one by one by one by one, I mean, like, how many is that? How many times are you doing that versus just kind of full sending it? So I think personally for me, I will be going back, and only ever so late on it, but just going back to kind of a random amount in there with random ones everywhere, because honestly too, I think that's more fun than just really trying to game it. And then, I mean, of course it all is patience and just holding out, but to be fully also fair, I'm not gonna, I can't. I can't be bothered. It did snow. Well, okay. Awesome. was trying to do stuff over there, but it is just, it's taking a sweet time. So, alas, I'll have to figure out what I want to do with the greenhouse. I gotta take them all out first, so that's gonna be easy. And then from there, I guess I'm just gonna randomly plant them and hope for the best. I mean, obviously, it's a mixed bag. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting a different button for no reason. Sorry, other game. But what I would really want. But, you know, there's always hope and try, and especially when some don't even matter. And that's the harder part and takeaway, so it's okay. You know, we move on, we prosper and conquer in other ways, and fail again up here because I've yet to take them out and hopefully, maybe get something more, but we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna even do that and get nothing, and that's the spirit. I'm gonna do this the old classic way, ignoring the newer areas, because I'm not a big fan of what has happened over in the DLC side of things either. I mean, I thought I had a thing going and it's just not happening, and I'm just like, I just don't care. I'm so desensitized from my dreams, my hopes and dreams, and just kind of like, well, whatever. And then plus it wasn't like, I mean, I don't know, but nothing was happening in the greenhouse with this stuff, even though it could be planted, but it's again all about patience, and I just, that's kind of what it turns out to being. So I'm also, of course, disenchanted in other ways too, to be fair, but you know, still gotta, I guess, go through the motions, go through the chores that I've set myself to do, even though I'm like, do I care? Yes and no. Go here. I mean, like, this worked. What were the chances of that? I don't know. But alas, we go to the hot spot. The best spot. The Merry Meadows spot. I don't know. Let us proceed. Nice pause before for the disappointment that's ahead. I'm kind of kidding, but also, oops, kind of serious. Not here. Not really any of these areas is where the disappointment would be, but it's more of the greenhouse disappointment. But I just thought of an idea that I could try to do instead, which could be fun, just to switch it up and maybe get my sadness to move along. My sadness being, again, the disappointment that has transpired already. But that would require me to do work. And let's be real, work is not my strong suit. That is messing with the flowers. Not my thing. But messing with other stuff, more so my thing. And what is messing with it? What do I mean by that? Like, what could possibly be out there that I am messing with? Well, that's a good question. Especially in this game. Collecting, leaving everything behind as I try to gather all the rest. Yep, that's the plan. Alright, so again, nothing's really gonna happen here. It worked for the periwinkle. Can be happy for that. I'm just gonna let it finish out, and then I will mess with it again at a later point in time where I really just put the most random things in there. Should be funner. And again, some of it's a little bit more exciting that way. This is just more of a tedious crawl that I'm not really down for, so. Cool. I was about to say, I don't even know if there's any more that can be, or that would want to be. And then it happened. But I didn't say that out loud, I said it in my head. I love when the game can prove me wrong sometimes. I should probably don the other balloons. But it's okay. I will don them another day, another time, another place. There. And then of course here. Now I get there has to be some bit where it is harder for I just realized something. But I get why it has to be harder in some cases for the flowers, otherwise that would be a little busted, but also like, but it could be a little bit better. What did I even ask? Right. That's why I was getting confused to what I've actually selected. I know I was thinking about choosing other stuff. That's where I went wrong. Alright. Dismiss. Call. Why? Here we go. Veggie. Excellent. And here. And then of course we're gonna call other bestie actually in just a moment. I know he would have probably been, but I just wanted to make extra sure. And then, yep, he did switch back, not on my own accord. Rude. Which is so annoying. Thank you. And then, oh man, I gotta make more. Oh no, that means I gotta get the stuff. Nuts. Fine. I get it. Oops. I actually do want to leave. I was hoping I could get through it the easy way. But no. I mean, it is easy too, but it's just kind of boring. So, map was pretty really bad, as I like about him, I thought you might like this. Blah, 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 blah. Almost. I mean, it's the classical tale. At least we're getting through them. That's the one good part. Goodbye. My bad. I don't need you. I know I did something weird. I was like, wait a minute, that's not correct. Why are they there? We need these. The time will come. It's just not yet. I did it for the petal. Turn into a critter. And speaking of petals... anything up here? Nope. Not there. Not really over here either. Let's go here. Perfect. I just can't. I don't need to travel anywhere. Where would I travel? It's right here. Ooh. I was ready for this, and nope. That's fine. I don't need him to help. What? Never. Wow, dude. That's crazy. I'll just get two. You don't help us with nothing. Not a single ounce. I have no idea how many there are. Let alone, is it even possible? This game has trolled me before. It was kind of messed up. I was very deeply offended. It was like... sad. How bad it was. Like the eyes of tears, the tears of eyes were happening. I know that makes no sense. But I haven't even looked myself. But they've fooled me before because it looks the same. Again, just have a different background. Of course. Makes sense. I'm still offended. They, some of these could have been better. You get the gist. Oi, oi, oi. And again, same energy. I mean, I know the null has it. It just startled me more than anything. Sorry. One down. Man, why not just do that? Whatever. I'll do it. Okay. Exciting. I know I didn't go through the other one. You can assume that the petals, right, they interchange, something like that. That is what I've got. So, still hitting wrong buttons. It's okay. We're gonna let you go, and in turn, well, that takes care of that. So again, who's flying in but a day away? Our buddy in chief here does not have a place yet. I will do my darndest to work on it, and thus it will be done and complete. Congratulations to us. Also, of course, we have put on coming, but alas, it'll be one behind. But hey, maybe there's a chance. There's opportunities. But speaking of opportunities and chances, again, they've been changing back and forth where I'm like, you know, I mean, what good is it to do this? If, like, you know, they're there. But then not there, you know? Still his birthday, in case you want to know about that. But that's what I find weird, because otherwise if you talked to this board earlier, it would have only said the other two. So then that's how you know who's here, but I'm like, it's so backwards to me. But that's why I just look at the other part, because I don't really care to go to the board. But what I do care about is to say that yes! Completed the springtime celebration with the silliest outfit. You could be a full flower though. Besides that, though, of course, it is just an outfit and then a bed. Which I can only assume is, you know, somewhere. Because I forgot to say it, we didn't actually see a part 2 for that, so it's only somewhere. The bed is, of course, the bed, so you gotta make it a double bed. How exciting, how thrilling. But as always, for the next time that we jump in, what will we learn from the chief? And of course, what will we learn from just all that happens within the newest of events? Given that, again, last time it was a little janky, so maybe this time is a little better. Again, I'm just only hoping. But of course, only time will tell that. And that will be next time. Without any further ado, and before we jump in, let's go ahead and check this out. So, of course, what's new? Happy Haven Days. Help Hello Kitty spread joy with a surprise recipe and new rewards during this 1 week only event. Well, let's see what we have for this event. And last time, while it was not recorded in the ways that others will see it, it's that, yes, I did make another cabin. I don't know how long I spent on it, probably like 15 or so minutes, but hopefully we have someone to say hello to if they want to. After all, it is their time to arrive. Or, you know, not. That works too. Welcome. And then that's all we get. A blossom. I guess I'll be holding on to that blossom. I guess I didn't actually say goodbye to you. That makes a lot of sense. When I left. So yeah, that was the telltale sign. Whoopsies. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we gotta learn about this event. I think we've already kind of hear it in action. Yeah, okay, let's learn more about it then, shall we, for Happy Haven Days. Hello, it's Happy Haven Days. I have exciting news. I spent a whole year baking up extra naps and banking, and I finally reached my quota. You what? There's a quota? So now I have gotten enough naps that for all of Happy Haven Days, I will be totally awake. That way I can spend all my time thinking about ice cream. Are you sure? Is that how naps work? You aren't gonna sleep? Oh, no. I'm still asleep at night. I just won't nap. A fine line. A great sacrifice. If you're sure. I am sure. I do it sometimes when something is more important than naps, like milkshakes. Milkshakes? Yes. When you collect rainbow sprinkles during Happy Haven Days, you can use them to make birthday cake shakes. And confetti cakes. Delicious, happy, celebratory, yay, cake! And most important of all, you can use rainbow sprinkles at my giant Happy Haven Days cake. And get scrumptious, delightful rewards for our celebration. Nothing would make me happier on the International Day of Happiness. And you're not tired at all, Papa Puddin'? Nope, I'm more awake than I've ever been thanks to my patented nap bank technology. I'm gonna ask Choco Cat if that's a thing. Anyway, you can find rainbow sprinkles by picking up anything around Friendship Island. And spend them here for all of Happy Haven Days. So that makes a lot more sense. Last time the wording was pretty bad. But here it is. So this is from, that is the amount I have from last year. And that is something that was not obtained. I was so confused. So Happy Haven Sprinkle Cap. I'm just getting them as they are. Sprinkle Cone. Sprinkle Dress. Sprinkle Outfit. And last but not least, the balloons. Yes. All right. And we got another star rating. Let's go because of you know who's here. I'm hitting a button that does not need to be for this game. Oh my gosh. I'm saying it out loud because I'm trying to tell myself not to hit it. But I feel like I need to go faster in this game now that I have a different one. Why? Okay, is visiting. You're visiting. And you're visiting. That's so bizarre to me. It's like, what if you forgot? I don't know. This game works in mysterious ways. But again, we finished this out as far as I'm concerned. And that's what it is, huh? Okay. Sure. I'll get her. But again, I'm gonna be doing the flowers a little bit differently. Than I, oh my gosh, have previously. I still hit the button. It's kind of crazy. I mean, super easy to get them, but yeah, basically the wording for it last year was like, what, do I have to make the cakes in order to turn them in? Huh? It was very, very confusing. But I'm happy they specified that you could make those things, but you don't need to turn those in. It's just the confetti you turn in. But of course, it's everywhere, and you from everything, air quotes, maybe, just because it is such a short event. That is, it's just a week. But hope you were able to get everything you wanted for the previous event. It is for the Colorblaze. And we're gonna go over here. Okay. I was like, do I still want to? Yeah, let's do it. I'm actually gonna leave some flowers that I would normally go to as well. I'm fine with it, but it's not quite what I wanted to have happen. But we can technically, I hope, make more the way that, I mean, well, the machine either denies me or it will let me, but hopefully it will let me. Let's go here. Oh, what? What do you mean you're going here? That's right, we're going here. Why did it switch to that? This thing is so bizarre sometimes. Okay. I don't need them in my life. Anymore. There. Ah. It's too painful. So this worked, which I'm happy about. And then this did its thing. Oh, man. I didn't say that this part was going to be annoying, but it is up to you. Now again, don't get me wrong, the information definitely does work. It's just how patient are you for it to actually work. I was hitting the wrong button. Of course I was. Still wrong button because I was overthinking what I wanted to do and still hitting the wrong one because I'm overthinking it again. Maybe I should try these again, huh? Just cool. Do that. Maybe I'll do this. Try that out. And then just leave it at that. Again, I'm not really gonna be worried about it. It is best. It is past and behind me. I can't talk. Let me see. Yeah, so I can do this. If I really wanted to. Which is good. Again, some of them didn't work. And I was like, what? But I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Just gonna let it be. Oh yeah, I should change the balloons. Okay, there they are. Let me go up here. Grab those. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna try actually something, but it's just really hard to look at them. Because they look like this. Are these even... No, they're not. Why would... I'm just like, oh god, it's too much. Ah. Okay. Nope. See, that doesn't make sense to me. But whatever, YOLO. I think the only other one is this. Yeah, this one has a lot. Let's just have fun with it. You know, whatever. Okay. Because that doesn't make sense for the ones that I do have, because I know I have the blue from over there. But I guess it's because I don't have them as seeds yet. Never picked them up. That makes sense. But then what else have I left? Uh-oh. What is left out? Probably a lot, but we're just gonna start there. You know, this is just me having some fun, experimenting with stuff. It's raining over in the spooky swamp, and not trying to take other stuff so seriously, I guess you could say. We're gonna let you go. I'm gonna call you. Ooh, the piano. Sometimes I wish I could be more excited, but that's okay. No, I think that is fine. Because of course. I did. Might answer my own question. Okay. Got an extra ruby. Okay, get an extra ruby it is. It's... no. Yes. Like, getting lost. In all of it. Thinking, wait a minute, is that right, the order that I think it is? Actually. Curious. Not up here. I'm gonna do something kind of wild. I've taken them all out. Okay. Then Oh, I should... Well, I already did that one, I guess, unawareingly to purchase stuff. So we got... Catch a starry Nightwing, give Ritsuko 5 papers, and take a picture. What? Okay. We will give paper. It's fine. Someone else make this more. You think? Now, I don't actually remember if I had to catch it at night. I know I've seen them out. Oh. I'll go get that too. Look at those balloons. Oh my gosh, my depth perception? 0! Do you know that I love platforming in this game? I mean, what am I talking about? I made it first try. Obviously. I really do not remember. Luckily, I'm not getting trolled by the balloons. I know it has hung around here. Oh my gosh, never mind. Let's go. Butters? Yeah, don't ask. Obviously, it was right there in the net. Nothing but net. Obviously. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous game for ridiculous sillinesses that always happen in this nonsensical business. Oh, brother. You're only gonna be but one step closer to being further away from where you could have been had you just said hello one other day. But we did it, and thank goodness she was here, because that would have sucked otherwise. Wrong. Visitors. So yeah, we're at... Yeah. Yep. We're almost there, though. We're, again, a heck of a lot closer than we were otherwise. But still so far away. That last final stretch always feels the longest, right? Wrong ways. Because we gotta go here. All the stuff. Man, what? This is why we have too much confetti, and not because I pre-ordered the game or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Pre-order? No. There's no pre-order. Getting the game deluxe-wise? Questionable. You know, all the things. I'm only throwing a little shade to a different game. Don't mind me. Oh my word, though. I mean, they do track you, but she's got that look, you know? Hi, buddy. I hope Ritsuko's not goofing off too much, or the director won't be happy. Oh, take a break, take a chill, relax. Good lord. You suck up. I don't want you to be here forever. In fact, you need to peace on out of here, get the hell away, and leave Ritsuko alone. What part of vacation do you not understand, my guy? I think every single word of that just right over his head. What is a vacation? Never heard of it. Let alone he could literally go a few walks away and find out what Ritsuko's up to, and literally it's her just kind of either phasing through the ground or just walking back and forth in the same general area. So it's a good time. You gotta switch him up. I think I have enough to do this one more time. Or 2 more times. Let's go. Before I have to make more. If I want to fully optimize best friend to give us what we want. Now again, I'm kind of doing this with patience. With patience. Okay. So with that, we'll go back here. And with that, yes, quests. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, you know, cutting out the flower time really does help. But, you know, we still took care of some flowers. There we go, though. Getting closer and closer to basically finishing out all that we can that are available right now. Would have been closer, if not more so completely done, had I worked towards the energy of the visitors sooner. But that's okay, because look at us finishing out Happy Haven days. And again, this flippin' backpack drove me nuts last year because it's the last thing that was missing there. But that's it. As for balloons, yeah, if you were to look at them, you would see that that is not it. So the balloons need to be recounted to be actually the way that they should be, but I'm not too pressed about it. We got new balloons, and that's the important part. And honestly, I'm excited for them because they fit the look a little better with what I'm rocking, because of course just around the corner in real time, at least where I am located, it's gonna be spring, so that should be amazing, they say, but I get allergies, so it's less amazing to me. But all the same, what is amazing is that I was able to clear us out on the rewards this time around for the springtime celebration. So I'm happy for that, even with that cheated day, though again, this one was a pretty long one. We basically had a whole month. So, you know, pick your poison on how many times you've logged in a month. And then, of course, Happy Haven Days is just a week in which, well, not a lot to say, though those beautiful strawberry boxes are speaking something. On top of that, though, we again are just one away from putting to be just finished out, and thus maybe we'll get more of a story and progress with Cinnamon Roll, because milk is still out there missing. And then of course we got a taste as to what Chief Komiya has to say, and he says Ritsuko should be working, so can't wait. And you know, really though, yoga instructors more what I'm more interested in story-wise, because it doesn't even have anything to do with Ritsuko, really. It's with actually other visitors, which is interesting. Not that the Ritsuko couldn't be roped in somehow, but, you know, it's more interesting than some of these other ones at the moment. Which, though, of course, yes, I just need one more from Monica, and then I do need to still make their places, but again, for her to have to be a resident is the only thing that's holding me back, unfortunately. As for these two, they keep on switching back and forth, so I'm sure we're going to finish them up fairly soon and maybe get a story quest with them, in the sense of, what do they call it? Visitor quest? There we go. It's not really story. I consider it story in some ways, though, because it is always telling a story as to what more can we learn about those who are here. But, of course, with all that said and done, and with Happy Haven Days making much more sense than the last time, who will be visiting next? That is, with the given small amount of days that they can, who will make a return with, you know, the hopes of requesting something on the board? Or will a certain dance/comedy day put them to a halt? And thus, we'll be left wondering, what could have been, or who could it be? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time! On to the next part. Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today and see what we got on this spring day that I forgot to change the title for stream purposes, but whoops! Yep, spring is officially set. Goodbye, winter. I miss it already. but I got a little snowflake emoji up, and I was like, I'm gonna change it on my phone because I don't know how to do the things on here, and I totally forgot, and I just remember jumping in. But we got people going to the dance to dance the night away, or that is, are they really people? Let me get lost on who I'm actually trying to call. Hello. Sorry. Y'all came so fast as well. That was tragic. We got this going for us. Great, great, great. Let's actually see what the board has to say. Okay, visitor announcements. And then Ajimar's the only one who wants to say hello because that's just how my RNG works. But speaking of also for RNG, hip hip hooray, Happy Haven days are here. The happiest day of the year returns. Join Hello Kitty and friends in celebrating happiness, warmth, and togetherness during this special week-long event. Remember, it's a week long. Look forward to helping spread joy with a surprise recipe and enjoying sweet treats as gratitude blooms all around the island. Join in and savor the sweetness while it lasts. 20. Thank you, Sunblink. And then I didn't hit the button. I thought something was off. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, that's all we really got. I'm not really sure about the recipe thing. But either case, let us go ahead and take her along. So I don't know if I will personally go around too much again. I'm kind of cutting back, feeling defeat when it comes to flowers. It's just not really all that fascinating. But what is fascinating, it's what's sprouting out here now. That's right. Though I don't have any other flowers around, so I don't know how that's gonna go. In fact, maybe I'll take the risk. Maybe not the reward. But we're just gonna have those there. You know, have some fun again with the flowers because that's what it's come down to. Okay, none are over here at least yet. At least for the few little spaces that I have out here. Just gonna go over here. Right here. Oh, fantastic. Heck yeah, dudes. See, this is what I mean. Like, you know, when magic happens like this, it just feels great. I don't understand how any of it works, though, because I'm very confused about what flowers need to be here. But this is, yes, all I could want. Ah, that's exciting. I mean, it's the, like, really only one that's really done a lot in some regard. But I had the most, like, non-flowers I would think of ever. I thought oh, I was on an empty patch, no wonder. It's like I thought I was watering. Oops, I'm gonna cancel it. These have definitely taken over, probably more than I would want, so wrong button. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. That's what I'm gonna do. I know where and how I'm jumping. Just like that, look at that. Wow. Wow, those really did their numbers. Those did their numbers. I'm like, what even happened? All right. It's crazy up in here. I feel like I've seen so much and so little at the same time. Okay. Oh my gosh, I gotta fill in. So, again, the greenhouse is probably the most interesting place. I do wish these other areas had a little bit more pizzazz to them in some ways, or something, or it'd be cool if she actually tended to them in some kind of form. That would be interesting as well if she could do something like that, just because at least that would mean that they're a little bit more active. Obviously they don't have to show it, like she could still just, you know, when they're not dancing, just still appear here whenever we come back, right? It's kind of like an auto return kind of thing, kind of like the island spirit. But I mean, we work so hard on the friendship, might as well just see it in action, let alone even some of the others. Like them just going about and actually like fertilizing them or something. I don't know. I know I'm just spitballing extra. But it would just be cool because, I mean, again, just have them be less robotic in some ways. But what do we have? Cook the pizza. Friends. Okay. That makes sense actually for the pizza bit. I forgot about that. But no matter. Oh, and don't get me started on the knolls. Go inside. Pizza. Complete. And then are you? Yes. Of course. Yeah. Goodbye. Hello. Now it is too bad, kind of, that you just stay here too, but I get it. So I will need to make more if this doesn't work out, which is probably most likely true. Yep, it's still gonna be a bit. That's okay. So I will have to go around and take them along for the journey, but I will do that another time. That is probably next time. I just don't feel like doing it. It's, again, just not interesting. And I think, again, out of all of it, I would rather it just be like a mini game that is not with him. Like a mini game, but I don't have to have him as a companion for that, I guess, is really what it boils down to. Why? Just because I just don't see it being an interesting thing to do. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the point. But I just don't find it fun. I think it's because it feels more like a chore. Perfect. And I already have chores. Like, the flowers are already a chore. So maybe that's what that's about. At least for me. But with that, hello. I forgot to do one other thing because I was so, you know, in the mode of going about and hating that I forgot to say hello. Hopefully you're actually indoors. Yes, you are. There's so much tasty food here, but I still miss the melon bread from back home. By the way, thought you might like this. Thanks. See ya. I almost do. Because with that... Yes. 4. So again, I think they're basically gonna be neck and neck. Which is exciting. But hopefully when I log in again, we will be able to get the other 2, you know, actually finished out in some ways. Finished out in the sense of like, okay, if they don't visit one more time, then fine. But one in particular, because we gotta progress the story, right? Of course. But with that, that pretty much takes care of it. Again, just as a quick visit. And again, a lot of these quick visits will be the case until, of course, we have our bigger update, which still has yet to be announced, but looking forward to it in due time. Of course, again, by the time you see this, hopefully it is out and I'm already playing it. But we were able to, of course, you know, get through what we had to get through. And of course, got to see what we got to see, aka, you know, with the celebrations. Day 4, we got this. And then, of course, you know, still even more here, but again, a more lackluster, you could say, little mini event. But again, if you missed out last year or anything like that, then now is your time. And then, of course, it makes a lot more sense. So, but with everything and what is to come, what in turn lies ahead, given that we have only one more week of spring and let alone 1 week of this new event to at least cherish and, you know, make the most of. And of course, sorry, when it comes to those visiting next, who will we see in the week to come? Because unfortunately, I may miss out on them. What? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.